All right, we're going to continue to look at the problems from the 2015 June Common Core geometry exam. We're on to the part 2 questions, which means that there's no longer multiple choice. So the answers are not sitting in front of you anymore. And grading these exams in the last couple of years, this is the part where students usually struggle on. So I want you to get as many points as you can. So try and pay attention as I go through these part 2 questions. We're going to do a couple of them today. So we're going to use a compass and a straight edge to construct an inscribed square in circle T. Now we did that earlier in the year, but it's been a while, so let's go over these steps to doing this and make sure to write these down. Step 1, draw a diameter in the circle. Remember, a diameter is going to go through the center point. So it could be like this. It could be like this. You just have to make sure it goes through the center point. Any line that goes through the center point and touches the circle twice is a diameter. All right, so that's the first step. The next step. We're going to put the compass point on places where the diameter intersects the circle, and make 2 arcs. Make sure that you go more than halfway. So now you can watch to see what I'm talking about. All right, so we're going to put our point where the diameter intersects the circle. Make sure you're more than halfway. You don't want to be here. You have to be at least halfway. It doesn't matter if you're here or here, but you have to be more than halfway. All right. We draw our arcs. Now you want to make sure your compass is the same. Don't change the radius of the compass. All right, I'm going to make another arc here. All right. And I'm going to make that note. Don't change the radius of the compass. All right, next step. Draw a line. Draw a line through the intersection point of the 2 arcs you constructed. All right, so we're going to draw a line through. I'm just going to use this, and if you did it right, it should go through the center point, and it does. Okay. All right, step 4. We're going to place points at the 4 intersection points on the circle. Hopefully it's coming back to you now. So the 4 intersection points, by that what I mean is 1, 2, 3, and 4. And don't erase your construction marks, because when this is being graded, whoever is grading this is looking for construction marks. I mean, they're looking for those things. So Make sure and keep those. So I'm going to go ahead and use a blue marker here, and I'm going to do an intersection point here, here, and here. All right, next thing and the last thing is connect the 4 intersection points. Connect the 4 intersection points. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and do that, and that'll be our square. So I'm going to connect here, 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 and here. There we go. There is our square inscribed in a circle. Okay, we're going to look at number 26 on the exam. Let's read it. The diagram below shows parallelogram LMNO with diagonal LN. The measure of angle M is 118 degrees and LNO is 22. And they're asking you to explain why angle NLO is 40 degrees. So to do this, I want to write down the properties of parallelograms. You might have done this once or twice already, but I want this to get and really sink in so that you memorize it, and it's just like second nature. So I want you to write this down. So pause it for a moment and write down the properties of a parallelogram. All right, now we're going to go into explaining why angle NLO is 40 degrees. How can we show that? So this is what I went through. I said, since it is a parallelogram, we know that opposite angles are congruent. That means angle O must be 118 degrees. That means that if this angle over here is 118, the opposite one, since it's a parallelogram, must also be 118. So I'm going to write that here. All right, that's 118 degrees. Now, because of the definition of a triangle, the interior angles of LNO would be this one, this triangle, LNO. The interior angles of triangle LNO must add up to 180 degrees. We've talked about that over and over again. That means that these three angles, 1, 2, and 3, must add up to 180. So angles LON, which is 118, and LNO, which is 22, they add up to 140 degrees. So that means that angle, let me write angle here, that angle, NLO, must be 40 degrees because it is the third angle of the triangle. All right, now you've got to be able to explain these things in writing. If you're able to explain to me in words, that's good, and I want you to be able to do that. But you need to be able to write it and express yourself so that whoever is grading your exam, whenever you take it, can know what you mean. So you can explain how you can show something. So make sure and work on that. Write this down, and there are other ways to do it. So if you have a different way you could have shown it, you can absolutely use that way. Okay? And that's it for today.